so welcome everybody to How to Grow Your Tribe Fast with Facebook Ads. My name is Lisa Stoops, and I'm a digital marketing strategist for online entrepreneurs. A little bit more about me in just a second, but I'm really excited you're here because I want to help you grow your business and grow your tribe, grow your audience, which in So I'm welcoming you here. Thank you so much for showing up. You're in the right place if you want to grow your audience quickly, if you want to simplify the marketing process, if you want to make more money. So you are in the right place if you want those things. Can I get a yes, 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 I want those things? I hope so, because that is what Facebook ads can help you do. So a little bit about me. As I just stated, I'm a marketing strategist for online entrepreneurs, and basically I love helping online entrepreneurs like coaches and service-based businesses, professionals, get profitable faster using smarter marketing strategies. And Facebook ads is definitely a smarter marketing strategy. Anytime that you can get in front of your targeted audience faster, it's always a win-win, and I'm going to show you more and go more into that on this training. So I'm also a wife and a mom to 3, so these are my kids and my family, my husband, and I also run a candle business. He actually makes soy candles. It's called The Scented Bean, and we do a lot of Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and different Google ads and stuff like that with the candle company. And I happen just to love paid advertising. I feel like it's the best way and the fastest way to test offers, to get stuff out there, to really see if you have a market for something, and then also get in front of the right people faster. So I value my time, and I think that paid advertising really helps you with the time management thing. And I'm super passionate about working smarter and not harder because I'm super busy, and I want to help you guys do the same thing, like generate money. That's why I also teach on like Facebook, sales funnels, and just the whole thing of how to create automated income, basically. So that's a little bit about me. So today's agenda is we're going to talk about the 4 types of ads that are going to help you grow your audience faster. And these are the type of ads that I use all the time. And I use them all at once as well. So I use different types of ads for different purposes. And I usually have a lot of them all running at the same time. So we're going to talk about targeting, which is, to me, the most important, super important part of Facebook ads. Like, you can have a crappy ad with crappy copy and images and get some sort of result, but if you have your targeting way off, you are not going to get any results with your ads. So I want to talk about targeting, and then we're going to jump into the Power Editor, and I'm going to show you how to set up an ad live right now on the webinar, so you can actually follow along with me if you're at your computer and set up an ad. So I'm also going to share with you how you can take this training to the next level. I have a really cool masterclass coming up, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. And also, I'm also going to take your questions. So stay tuned all the way to the end so I can answer your questions. I'm going to probably run through this stuff first and then answer questions at the end. So hold on to your questions or type them in, and I'll look back at the chat box after we're done. So let me ask you a question. Would you spend $168 to get $1,029 in return? Now, this is a very simple, small, I think very relatable figure that you can achieve with Facebook ads. So my little campaign down here, which I don't know if you can see, this was in 1 week. I was promoting an online course that I created. I spent $168. I got 136 leads. This was a conversion, so these were leads, and I made $1,029 in sales. Now, I think that this gives, a lot of times you might see people talk about, these huge numbers that they've done. They put $20,000 into Facebook ads and they got $100,000, right? Well, that's great and fine, but when you're newer or when you're just starting out, I think we all can agree that we can relate to spending $168 and getting back $1,000. So as you can see, that's a huge return on investment, and it's not impossible to do. And so my whole thought is, why not Facebook ads? Of course, it's going to take you time to learn how to do this. It's going to take you time and trial and error to get your Facebook ads up and running and really converting for you, but it's not impossible. And that's basically what I want to show you here, is that you can get your offers in front of the right people and build your list and build your audience. And in turn, you can promote your products, your services, your programs to these people who will buy from you, okay? So there are a lot of people out there who are talking about Facebook ads, and yes, they do work. And yes, they are something that you can master if you have the willingness to do it. So my whole thing is, why not Facebook ads, okay? So hopefully we're on the same page with that. So let's go into the 4 types of ads that will help you build your tribe. Now, when I say tribe, I am talking about your audience. So in this case, we're talking about growing your Facebook page audience. We're talking about growing your the traffic to your website. We're talking about growing your email list. All of that results in your tribe. And this is going to help you. Now, everyone, you probably know that you need to establish that know, like, and trust factor online, and you can do it super fast or faster with Facebook ads because you have these different touch points, right? So people are seeing you on your Facebook page. People are seeing you in an email. People are seeing you on a webinar. All these things can be you can drive traffic to with your Facebook ads. So all of this is part of building your tribe. So the first thing I want to talk about, these are the 4 different types of ads. You have page-like ads. You have website traffic ads. So this is clicks to website in the Power Editor. That's what it's called. You have list building ads. This is website conversions. And we have retargeting ads. So let's go into each one of these. Okay, so page-like ads. Now, this is something where, you know, like, for example, here's something from the Scented Bean. We have, we're growing our Facebook page fans. We want people to like our page because this gives awareness to what we're doing. Okay, so this is all about awareness. Okay, so we want to reach people far and wide who love soy candles. So we're saying, so what I do here is I make sure that the ad is saying the right things. Like, I want, and you don't always have to say click like on a like ad campaign. You definitely don't have to do that. But since this market is not, these are not marketers. This is not my normal audience. This is you know, people who love soy candles. So I'm going to tell them what to do. Now, that's a very important point. That's a call to action. And whenever you tell somebody what they can do, tell them what to do, they're more likely to do it. So if you say click like if you love scented soy candles, then they're probably going to do it if they really do love scented soy candles. And this campaign has been a huge hit. I'm getting likes at 10 cents, between 9 and 10 cents per like, actually between 8 and 10 cents per like. And I've been running this for months, and this has been growing our reach. Okay, so you grow your page for more exposure. So people who are liking our page love scented soy candles, and this is something I always run. And same with my own Facebook page. I always have, and I always advise my clients to run small dollar amount, maybe $5 a day, on a like campaign, because I'm going to show you why this is really important when we get to the 4th point, which is retargeting. So we have website traffic. This is really, really key, and actually has been one of the lower cost strategies that I want to share with you today. Is that while I'm more inclined to do the 3rd one, which we're going to talk about next, which is website conversions, where you actually build your list, I am more inclined these days to send Facebook traffic to my blog. And because the reason is that it's much cheaper. So you see this right here. This is a blog post I was running last week. I was getting 59 cents per website click. So these are people that are going over to my blog and they're reading this article that I wrote. And at the same time, I have a pop-up form that pops up and lets them know about some freebie offer, right? So they can get onto my list. And that has helped, you know, people that come here don't always, not everyone opts in, but there will be people that will opt in. So it's kind of an indirect way to get people onto your email list. But the whole strategy here is that people are coming to learn more about me. If they like my blog post, then they might take some more actions on my website. But it's also for the 4th reason, which is retargeting, which I'm going to talk about in just a few minutes. But So website traffic, so you bring people from Facebook to your blog or your website, and it costs much less than the third option, which is something that I've always focused on, which was list building ads. This is something that is definitely key. And you can see how all of these will help grow your audience, right? So you have your Facebook page growing, you have traffic to your website growing, you have and now you have your email list building. So here's an example of an ad that I created to build my list, and this was to one page. I was targeting just one page. I got 54 conversions at $1.30 per conversion. Now you can see that's a little bit more, that's a little bit higher, but it's okay. And it really depends on what you're selling, is how much you can afford to, what am I trying to say? Spend per conversion. So you have to know how much you can spend per conversion in order to get a profit, depending on how what you're selling and how much that price of what you're selling is. So these are list building ads. They're called website conversions. You build your list, you direct people right to your landing page, your opt-in page, your squeeze page, and this is much more direct. I mean, everyone who's in business should ultimately be focusing on building your email list. And I cannot stress that enough, that the money is in the list and it's in the follow-up. So you want to make sure that you are ultimately getting people on to your email list. And that's why I love the fourth type of ad, which are retargeting or remarketing. It's the same thing, ads. These ads are super awesome for very smart targeting. What you do with these is, and now the reason and the whole strategy behind building your Facebook page, building your website traffic, and building your email list, is that you can turn around and target in an ad every one of those audiences, which means that, for example, let's take the scented bean here for an example. If I am driving traffic straight to our website, so then what I do is turn around and put, use the audience, the website as the audience, and then I'm retargeting these people who have visited my website. So I say, thank you for visiting our website. Did you see our new scents? Check them out here. I put a link there. And basically this ad has converted so much better. It's a lower conversion rate than when I just go to cold traffic or when I go to even the Facebook page. So this people who have come to the website already know who we are. So I'm keeping top of mind. I'm making sure they see me again, like see our company again, like they just went to our site, you know, and I'm sure you guys have seen it already all the time, right? You go to a site and then you go to Facebook and you see that site's ad, you're like, wait, I was just there. They're stalking me, you know, that kind of thing. That is what retargeting is, or remarketing. So you're gonna retarget the people that already know who you are, which means that your conversion rates are gonna be higher, lower cost, and things like that, usually. Now I'm just saying usually. So you will retarget your page, your website, and your list. So those are the four main ads that I use currently. Now, Facebook is always changing, so there's always something new to experiment with, which means, for example, they have now rolled out Instagram ads inside the Power Editor, so you can actually set up an ad right from the Power Editor that will go out to Instagram ads. And I've been experimenting with those over the last 2 weeks or so, and I have found really a lot lower lower cost in getting people from Instagram to my website, but that's still testing. And there's also a new lead generation, which I'll show you in the Power Editor, a new lead generation ad that you can create that will help you collect leads without leaving Facebook ads. But that's another topic. Really, I'm not going to focus on those because those are so new, and the lead generation ads is manual. There's no way to actually add the data that's collected to your own email list without doing some manual intervention. All right, let's look at the anatomy of a rockin' ad. Okay, so basically this one was targeting my own page, and we got 34 conversions at $1.17. And so how I like to set up my ads, the ads that I see the most response with is when you start off with the question. Okay, so hit on their pain point. What is it that they're struggling with? What is it that your freebie offer actually fixes or helps them with? And that's the second part. So let them know what they're getting. And the image depends on who you're targeting. If you're targeting your own people who know who you are, you can put if your brand is you can put your picture of yourself in there. Or if you're targeting people who don't know who you are, it doesn't matter. You can put you just need a catchy image that's going to provoke emotion. Mostly that's what I try to think of. So I have a lot of so my business is about working smarter. The whole idea of working from anywhere. So laptops are usually something I put in there just to convey a message through my image. But you have to experiment, and that's the biggest thing about Facebook ads, is that you do have to test and tweak. So you have a question. I like to start off with a question. A lot of times, then I let them know what they're getting. Really short and simple and sweet to the point. That doesn't mean that you can't make I have done longer ads too, but a lot of times I found that the ones that convert are things that are like really simple, to the point, quick. It's easy to understand what I'm getting. Okay, so I have a headline that says free 50 hot freebie offer ideas. Okay, so if you're stuck on what to create for your freebie offer, then this is something that you might want to download. So always have a call to action of some sort, like download my guide, and then have the download button. I always use the buttons. You don't have to use those buttons, but I do. And I do put a link up there, a bit.ly link, because sometimes people just don't care to look down and see that, maybe they don't know that button's there. So I just want to make sure that they click that button if they have no idea how to actually download it. I mean, it's just something I put in there for extra whatever. But these type of ads do really well for building my list. Okay, so a really quick point on pixels. Pixels are basically just a piece of code that allow you to track your ads. Okay, so it's the thing about the Facebook pixel is going to, right now there's a website pixel and a conversion tracking pixel, but the Facebook pixel is going to replace everything. It's only going to be one pixel, and that's going to happen in 2016. But for right now, what you'd want to do is just place your pixel one time on your site if you've never done it before, and that way this pixel is tracking your data. You only do it once, and then your conversion tracking pixel, if you still have that in your Power Editor, it'll say you can create a conversion tracking pixel, and that is the actual pixel that goes onto your thank you page if you're doing a list building campaign. So if you have somebody to opt in, like that freebie offer that I just had up, they go to a thank you page, letting them know to look in their inbox. On that thank you page, I have the tracking code on there. So that's how it lets me know how many conversions I have had from the time that I started running the ad. So that's just, I mean, it's really not as difficult. I know a lot of people freak out about pixels, but hopefully that'll make sense, and I'll show you in the Power Editor as well. Or no, I don't think I'm going to show that. That's really simple, and I can help you at a later time. But targeting an audience is key. So the very first thing you want to do is understand what ad do you want to start with. Okay, and so what is the point of your ad? What do you want to do? Do you want to build your list, build your Facebook page, build what is your objective for your ad? Then you want to think about, okay, so who do I target? Okay, and this is I love this because a lot of people think, oh my gosh, I don't know who to target. I was talking to a client the other day, and if she's on here, Julie, she we were talking about her market for her product and her course, and it was really funny because she couldn't think. And then when I started putting stuff in, and I started thinking about, what pages would they like? What's a big page you would like for your topic? What are some books, some blogs, some magazines, some tools, things that people use? And she said, oh, well, the Huffington Post has a divorce section. And so I put in Huffington divorce in the search box of Facebook. And wouldn't you know, it came up. No, it was in the audience insights, which means that it came up. So that means I can actually target that page. And that audience is really key for her and promoting her course. So once you have like a really good page, a really large page in your industry that you can target, you can then take the audience insights and look at it and to find some other pages that you could target. So you can find your audience through, like pages they would like. You can also look at the demographics of them. Who are you targeting? Age-wise, male, female. You can target people who like peanut butter jelly sandwiches. I mean, it can get that detailed within the tools that Facebook gives you. So, but the biggest thing that you need to know is you need to know what your ideal customer or client really likes and like what they're about, and like what TV shows they like, what because you can always go through that angle too. If you're you want to search for Facebook, I'm sorry, if you were like a fitness trainer for new moms, then you could go down and think, okay, if I was a new mom and I wanted to lose weight, who would I look at? And you would look at some of these, start typing in, if you don't know at all, you might want to go to Google search, just Google search in, lose weight young mom or something like that, and see what sites pull up. And then you can take those sites and put them into the Facebook search box so you can see if they pull up. And if they have a large page, usually you can only target pages that have a ton of likes. So usually, some will pop up and some won't, but I'm going to show you in just a second a little bit more about audience insights. And I just want to, before we get into the actual ads and looking at the insights and targeting a little bit more, I just want to make sure that you know that when you're building if you have a list building campaign, you want to make sure that you have an irresistible free offer, an opt-in page, and a thank you page, which I kind of already covered anyway. Now, really quickly, before we go into the Power Editor, I want to talk about how you can get your account disabled. And this actually happened to me last June. I was like seriously freaked out. I couldn't believe it because I'm not doing anything spammy, shady, or whatever. And I seriously felt like I was like totally lost my first child or something. Like, I don't know, because not that I rely so heavily on Facebook ads, but it's just so simple and easy to use that I was pretty bummed. But I had to go and apply and make an appeal and all that kind of stuff. But what I learned, and I got my account back after like a month, but the whole point of it was, I think it was, I cannot remember the words that I was using, but I was doing a webinar, and I was promoting a webinar on hot mess to crazy success. And I think some of those words, like I might have said, frustrated, cash, something about making more money or making money online or something like that. You have to stay away from any type of language that that helps or that implies some type of get rich quick scheme, which wasn't the case, but nevertheless, it was. If you ever start getting ads up and they keep getting disapproved, like if they don't get approved and you get a note back saying they were not approved, and you do it over and over again, beware, because that means that your account will probably get disabled very soon, because that's what happened to me. I kept getting ads that they kept coming back unapproved. And I'm like, what is the problem here? And it was the language. It was the words that I was using. And I know you can't use stuff like, weight loss and lose weight, and you're not supposed to be, like dating and all that kind of stuff is not going to fly. I know lots of people who like are in the dating niche that just got their accounts disabled and everything, but like weight loss and, just calling out certain words. And I should go and research what exact words, but in the terms of service within Facebook ads, you can read what to stay away from and what not. But just from my own experience, I wasn't even doing anything. It must have been having to do related to making more money that sparked these ads getting disapproved and then my account disabled. So you want to just make sure that your language is very, I would say, like generic, but also that your ideal customer knows what they're getting. So it's kind of a two-step, but you got to make sure that you're using the right language because you don't want to get your account disabled. All right, so who's ready to set up an ad using the Power Editor? Are you ready? Let me know. I'm gonna take a quick sip. Is this like totally overwhelming? Let me know. Are you following me? Oops. Oh, it was frozen. All right, so let's hopefully you can see my screen, but what I wanted to say was you can find, and if you look into your page, into your personal profile, you can find the Power Editor anytime under, oh, that was weird. Manage ads here, or usually over here. Where is it? I'm missing it. Oh, duh, right here, Ads Manager. Either way, you can find it like that. But then you'll find the tab that says Power Editor, and you want to click on that tab, and you're going to always download. You're going to always download first. But while that's downloading, I just wanted to show you, here is the Ads Insights right here. If you go to facebook.com/ads audience insights, which is also in the Ad Manager, you can find this here where you can start searching for different targets. Like you can just like this is good for pages anyway. But you can do behaviors, language, relationship status, education. But for example, like if I was looking at somebody give me a topic that you want to research. Like somebody's niche or something, like what we can target, like we can just do a quick little brainstorm. I'm trying to think of an industry. I mean, we could just do like fitness, I guess, because I'm into fitness. I like fitness, but if so like I might say like, oh, here's somebody I was actually doing some workouts. Wait, was it? No, it's not her. It was Jessica Smith TV I was doing some workouts with. Like Jessica Smith TV. Oh, I wanted to get her Facebook page. Oh, it is just that. This would be somebody like let me see. I'm gonna go back. She might not pull up. What does she have? She has 16,000 people. So this page might not even pop up. And of course, my computer. All right, so what I would do is type in, let's see if she shows up, Jessica Smith TV. Nope. Fitness Blender. I don't know. What is that? Yep, Fitness Blender might be something like I would want to target if I was a fitness trainer, because they target my target market. Maybe my target market is between, you can see maybe like Jillian Michael. How you spell her name? Michaels. You can kind of put them together so that you can kind of see that it's mostly women between the ages of 25 and 44 are the biggest range. So you can actually use those. You can use those that gender and age in your ad. Okay, let's say you had the same audience as these people. Then if you're wanting to brainstorm, you can brainstorm pages. What kind of pages do these people like? Well, you can maybe you can target Well Girl. Maybe you can target Busy Mom Gets Fit. Let's say you're a trainer for moms. See, Busy Mom Gets Fit. You can actually look at the demographics of this one, and Ashley Scott Fitness. You can actually target all these. I mean, think about it. The Rachel Ray Show. You could do all these. You could test and trial to see which type of pages get the best results. And this could be for any type of ad. This is how you would get new reach. Now, if you already have a website, if you already have an email list, if you already have a pretty strong Facebook page, then you can start off retargeting your own people. Okay. But this is to help you get more people and to spread your, your reach, which is what you're going to want to do in the beginning anyway, so you can start building ideal clients and customers coming into your audience. So hopefully that makes sense. I mean, you can look at all these. You can target the biggest loser. I mean, think about your ideal customer client is a woman between 25 and 40, or 25 and 34. You could just target that. Young mom looking to lose weight after she had a baby. So you want to think about what types of things that she likes. So you do that for your own niche and market, and before you know it, you'll have a big, long list. And I would write down everything and all the research that you find from here, because you can find out all kinds of things. Like this already gives me the United States, but you can put in your own country here, and you can look at the top cities. These are the top cities, and maybe you just want to only target these top cities with women ages 25 through 34 who like these pages. Okay, and you can target like that. You can get really specific. You can even understand more about their household. More people are house owners. More, the highest range of income is between 50 and 75. I mean, you could even get down to that specific if you wanted to within the ad and within the Power Editor. So there's a lot of stuff you can do, but I especially like to see like what else these people might like. And that really helps to open up get your ads in front of new people, new eyes. All right, so you're in the Power Editor, okay? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna create a new campaign. You always want to download to Power Editor first. And when you're done, you want to upload all the changes. But here's what's cool. So you want to think about what is your objective. And see, as you can see, there's new things here. This lead generation. Okay, so I experimented recently with this lead generation tool. This says create ads that help people to fill out forms on their mobile devices. This only runs on the mobile phone, on mobile, and it allows you to ask questions, which is really cool for market research. Then the person doesn't even have to go off of Facebook onto your opt-in, but they can fill out their information right on Facebook, and it saves all their data and answers to the questions within Facebook Forms. Now, the only thing about this is that you have to go then and export all the data, and then upload it to your autoresponder service. So I didn't like that part. Also, when I was testing it, just a small sample, it ended up being very high in cost compared to other list building ads that I had out there. So you want to try it, you want to experiment with it. It might be something that you like. Then you have, if you're a local business, you have local awareness, which is new. You can create ads that reach people right in like feet from your business if you have a brick and mortar or something like that. And then I don't see, where's the Instagram ads? Maybe they're not right here. No, it's only clicks to website, I think. Yeah, I think it's clicks to website. But anyway, so you want to decide what your ultimate objective is. Let's say it's website conversions, which is like usually my favorite. So you want to enter a new campaign name. Let's say you have a freebie offer. Let's say you had a webinar or something. You just put webinar, and I usually put in a date, but you can name these whatever you want. You just have to know what they are or what they're for, whatever, you have to make sure. Then you can choose your ad set, and you can choose create new. This might be, let's say you were just targeting a page. Let's say you're going to target Jillian Michaels' page, okay? And so what I do is I just copy it and I put it in here. But again, it's the ad set, and the ad is what, this is where you do your budget, and I'm going to show you, and this is where you create your ad. So then you're going to press create, and you're going to go into, and it automatically, it looks like this right here, right? So you want to click down the second row here. It's the ad set. So what you're going to do is, the first thing you want to do is choose a conversion. And this is the conversion tracking pixel that I was telling you about, that you have to create and put on your thank you page. You create this out in your ad manager somewhere, wherever I am. So in your ad manager, you go under the pixels and you create a pixel to place on your thank you page. Then you can, so for example, I had the registration page for the Facebook ads webinar. Let's just use that one for an example. That was on my thank you page. You are registered page. Okay. So then what you would do is, so you make sure that you have your tracking pixel configured, and it will show up in here. And then you want to set your daily budget. You can start off at $5 or $10 to test. This is always important to test. You want to wait 24 to 48 hours to see how your ad is actually performing over time. Like, you can't just see within like 3 hours if your ad is performing or not, because there's a lot that that Facebook has to like get it into the circulation of all the ads that are out there. So yeah, it takes some time to actually get a real concrete feel for your ad. So I always use, and it depends on your objective. I always use this, just schedule, don't schedule a date or anything, just start right away. But if you wanted to schedule your ads to run on certain times of the day and week, you can also do that. So, and here is where you would edit your audience inside the ad set here. So it just comes at default. The default is 186 million people, which is obviously so not targeted. Let's say you just wanted to target the United States, but of course you can put in any countries you want. Oops. Canada. You know, you can do all that here. So since this is a list building ad, and you can always target, you can set up a new ad to target a different segment, but for the same ad, and I'll show you that in a minute. But you could always like put in different, this is your own custom audiences. Custom audiences is not, we're going to do new reach, so we're not going to use custom audiences. This is if you wanted to retarget your own audiences. This is what you would use up there. But we want to target like a new reach. We're going to target like Jillian Michaels page. So, oh wait, I wanted just to do 34 because that was one of the highest range ages for this target market. We're going to click women. Now you can also add more demographics here. You see education level, fields of study, you have work, you have job titles, industries, financial income, net worth, home. I think there's even parents, yep, moms. If you just wanted to target moms, you could, and life events, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So you can get down to the really nitty gritty. Languages, I usually put English because I'm English speaking and I want my people to be English speaking. You can, right here under connections, you can target your Facebook page. People who like your page, you can just go ahead and click that. You can type in whatever, you know, Lisa Stoops if I was doing that. You can also exclude, and that's usually what I do, is I exclude people who already like my page if I'm looking for new reach. Okay, so I usually exclude. And then here's where you put in the interest. So let's say I want to target just Jillian Michaels' page. She's a personal trainer and the public figure. So it looks like all of these come up. So I might just put them all in just because they're all related to her different products and stuff. So, oops. So let's say, let's look and see here. That's 1.1 million people. And you know, I hear a lot of different talk about how much your potential audience should be. And I personally think that the smaller, the better. So to me, 1 million is too high. And I think that if you can get somewhere around between 50 to 500,000 is usually performs better for me. So this is actually like really high, but if you want to go ahead and try it, you can always try it and just see for yourself if this is too high of an audience a reach. You know, you want to be targeted. So you might want to do something like, you know, how can you get more targeted here, right? Maybe I just want moms or moms of preschool kids, new moms. Oh yeah, that's what I want, right? I want to target new moms. Look at how that went down. That's very targeted. That's super awesome right there. So I would probably just run that on, you know, and just with that, new moms, we know that new moms are liking Jillian Michaels. So, you know, maybe my product or service will be something for them, that kind of thing. Also, you have behaviors down here if you needed to get any more targeted, and then you have different things. I don't usually bother with these two. I'll bother with demographics, interests, that kind of thing. All right, so then you press save. So you probably see how important it is to really understand your target audience, who your ideal customer or client is. When you know them through and through, inside and out, you can really target them a lot easier and faster with Facebook ads because you know what you're looking for. So then you want to look at placement. Now, I suggest that in the beginning, you put them all, click them all, because in reporting, you can go and see which ads are performing and which ones are not, so that you can come in and turn off the ones that are not. I've tested several things, and I have found that mobile newsfeed is probably the biggest, for my audiences, has been the biggest and highest and most important one. So I sometimes only do mobile newsfeed ads. It's like everyone is on their mobile, it seems. But that's what you can look at in your reporting tool, which is right up here. Okay, so I would leave in the beginning. I would just like to see what is working, what's not, and then you can shut off the ones that are not working, you know, through the reporting. So, and then you just leave all of this the same. Facebook does a good job with optimizing and pricing and all that kind of stuff, so I just leave that alone. Next up is the third tier here, which is where you put in your ad copy and your image. I use canva.com to create an image. And again, the image should be based on provoking that, you know, that emotion, if you can, at any time, you know, something like that. But look around, look in the news feed, try to see like what ads pop out to you. You know, what are they, what do they look like, and why did they pop out to you? That's like the biggest thing that I like to do. I like to like save all different ads that I like, that I can kind of use as a model for some of my ads. So this, if you don't have a business account, you don't have to worry about this, right? So let's just say I'll just put anything here. And you know, you want to type in the actual URL where you want people to go. And then you have a display URL, which you can put anything you want here. It's just a display. All right, and then you want to, like, you know, looking to, I don't know if this would even work for looking, like, as far as words go, looking to get fit after having a baby. Try my new free whatever. And you just want to make sure you have like free, I don't know, checklist for whatever, you know, that kind of thing. Then you want to put in a little blurb here, and then you want to select your image. And the recommended image size is 1200 by 628. And in canva.com, you will be able to just select the Facebook ad template and create it, and don't have to worry about the size and whatnot. But if you're going to use text on your image, you have to go to the tool on your image. The tool is, and how you can find it, like if you don't remember, the URL is stupid. You have a grid tool. Type in grid tool in Google, and then get this, the first one here. I received a warning about text add image. This is a really retarded way to get to it. But, and then once you get to it right here, this is the URL. You can always copy and, you know, bookmark this page here. So what you would do is choose your file, and you would upload, let me see if I can find like a, oh, right here. Let's see what this one, we can just find this picture here. And you would want to use this to make sure that the writing in here, see, you got to click the boxes where all of the writing is. And if it's under, what is it, 20%, it's 16%. So this ad right here passes. So I can put that in my ad. So I put that in there, you know, just using a silly example. All right, so down here, you want to, this is the conversion tracking tool right here. And this is the pixel that we picked already. And then you can also track other pixels. I just remove all these though. I don't want to see any of this. I just want to see the conversion for my my actual sign up. Okay, so but just so you know, you can add extra pixels there. Okay, so then I think is that everything? So there's no error messages or anything like that. So then you would hit upload changes. Once it's approved, then you can go back, make sure it's approved first. It usually is less headaches that way. Once the ad gets approved, you can go to the ad set, click on the second part here, the ad set, and duplicate your ad. You're going to keep the same campaign, but what you're going to do is you're going to change who you target. This helps you really understand who is going to be converting for you. And so basically you can just change this to like fitness blender or something. And then you go in here in the audience and change the interest to fitness blender or some whatever, whoever. Blender.com, it's a health and wellness site. You don't have to change anything else but who you're targeting in the beginning when you want to find pages that you can target. And or if you already have an audience, you can just go in here and just get rid of all this down here and put in your custom audiences here. So that is how you would do that. So that's how you duplicate the ad properly, quickly, and then you just hit upload changes.